special. No heaven on earth if I can't be with you. Swim in your eyes so I can tell the truth. Oh, I got so high, oh, I can't leave. I got your body all over my mind. I got so high, I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes. Show me that don't need no money, don't need nobody, just need your body. Hey, hey. Show me that so sweet like honey, don't need no talking, just need your body. Hey, hey. Telling me you feel fine. Never leave, never leave, never leave, never leave, never leave in your side. Wanna keep you in my life, no need to move. Whenever you here, I feel like I can't lose. Baby, I wanna ride with you, I got so high, oh, I can't leave. I got your body all over my mind.
What's going on, YouTube? This is Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. Today is the day we get a chance to get a very good look at Shedeur Sanders versus Deshaun Watson. Shedeur Sanders had a very good day against the Buffalo Bills. Deshaun Watson threw an interception. I have the QB tracker update, so let's get to it.
Nobody saw this coming. Not the Cleveland media, not the so-called NFL insiders, and definitely not the people who spent all offseason writing off Shedeur Sanders. Because today, on the practice field against the Buffalo Bills, one joint session just blew the entire quarterback conversation wide open. A question that Cleveland has been avoiding for months. Who actually deserves to start for the Browns? And what happened on that field might have just answered it for good. But what happened next exposed a gap between these two quarterbacks so wide, even longtime Browns insiders couldn't look away.
Per the QB tracker, the breakdown from the QB reps in the first session was as Deshaun Watson went all 6 snaps with the first team. Shedeur Sanders had 6 snaps, but he went 4 times with the 1s and twice with the 2s. Dylan Gabriel with the 3, he took 3 snaps, and then Taylor Green took 2 snaps. All right, so now we have some pass skelly 7-on-7. Shedeur Sanders hooks up with Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond's going to come across the screen on a big dig route, and it got a little chippy after that play right there. Backside, you can see Isaiah Bond comes across, and he makes a nice catch. And this is why it's very important for Shedeur to have these wide receivers, man.
For months, the story was already written. Deshaun Watson, the guaranteed money, the guy handed the keys. Shedeur Sanders, the rookie everybody loved to doubt. The media had their headlines ready before a single snap. But today, on a joint practice field in Cleveland, the script flipped. Because when Watson finally got extended run with the first team, he turned the ball over. Not once, right into the hands of a Buffalo defender deep in the red zone. And Shedeur Sanders, he didn't just avoid mistakes, he made plays. Here's where things get crazy. Watson opened practice getting every rep with the starters, 6 straight snaps, full command of the offense. Shedeur split his reps, some with the 1s, some with the 2s. Uneven, unfair, some would say, and still Shedeur outplayed him. He found Malachi Corley on a 50-yard touchdown, threading the ball perfectly between two defenders. He connected with Isaiah Bond on a slick over-the-middle route that had the sideline buzzing. He read a blown coverage on a free play and put the ball exactly where it needed to be for a pass interference call. That's not luck, that's quarterback instinct. That's not even the most shocking part, because in the second session, with Watson getting the bulk of the first-team work again, he threw a red zone interception straight to a Bills defensive back. No pressure, no excuse, just a bad decision in the one part of the field where mistakes cost you the most. Multiple Browns reporters covering the practice described the exact same sequence: an overthrow to a wide-open receiver in the end zone, a busted jet sweep, and then the interception. 3 different reporters, same story, same conclusion. This wasn't a bad angle, this was a bad stretch.
So you guys know it is accurate. Browns reporter states 2-minute drill. Shedeur Sanders drives Cleveland to the length of the field, but he's sacked with no timeouts left. His last second pass to Denzel Boston fell incomplete. Great effort by Shedeur Sanders to put this team in this position to win the game. And so, he just wanted to give Denzel Boston a chance right here. He's been seeing Denzel Boston all throughout this offseason come down with these 90% of the time. But guess what? I'm not going to give that defender a break, man, because he actually held that left arm. Check right here, guys. Look at that left arm. You see how they fighting down here in this red zone, and then he hooked them right there.
Now here's where the double standard becomes impossible to ignore. When Watson struggles, the excuses come fast. He was working with backups. It's just practice. Give him time. When Shedeur makes a mistake, it's treated like a crisis, like proof he doesn't belong. But look at what actually happened. Watson threw that pick working against real NFL defenders, and reporters on the ground made sure to shut that backup excuse down before it even started. Meanwhile, Shedeur drove Cleveland the length of the field in a 2-minute drill with no timeouts left before getting sacked and missing a contested final throw that fell just out of reach. One guy gets protected by the narrative. The other gets picked apart for a single incomplete pass on a nearly impossible play. Here's where the media's argument completely falls apart. Deshaun Watson has had years in this league, years of reps, years of resources, years of chances. Shedeur Sanders has had one offseason. And in that one offseason, the difference in his game from a year ago has been described by people inside that building as night and day. Coaches, analysts, reporters who watch this team every single day. They're not saying he's flashy, they're saying he's improved, fundamentally, visibly, undeniably. That's not hype, that's development, and development is exactly what a franchise quarterback is supposed to show. Because the stats tell a completely different story than the headlines. Shedeur Sanders, 13 completions on 23 attempts, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Watson, 12 completions on 17 attempts, 1 touchdown, and 1 costly interception. On the surface, close numbers, but football isn't just about the box score. It's about situational football, protecting the ball when it matters most, making the right read in the red zone. In that department, Shedeur didn't just compete, he protected the ball, took what the defense gave him, and still made the bigger plays down the field. Watson turned the ball over in the one spot on the field where turnovers hurt the most.
On the seam to Casey Concepcion was as good of a throw as he has made. Shedeur Sanders made some very nice throws, and his progress from a year ago is night and day. It really is, and you got to give a lot of credit to Todd Monken and Mike Bajakian and this staff, because, and to Shedeur Sanders for the work that he has put in to be able to capitalize on these opportunities and these reps. And I think we'll look back at, no matter what the outcome of this quarterback competition, that the fact that it happened is so good for the development of Shedeur Sanders and the quarterback that he has a chance to be, not only in 2026, but beyond for the Cleveland Browns, because he got so many valuable reps and he has improved.
So you guys just heard Browns reporters speaking out about what they saw. Me personally, man, I'd say that Shedeur Sanders still won the entire QB competition.
And what happened next left Browns fans stunned. Insiders who cover this team daily started saying the quiet part out loud, that Shedeur's growth wasn't just noticeable, it was the story of camp. That regardless of how the quarterback competition officially ends, the fact that it happened at all has been good for Shedeur's development, not just for this season, but for years to come in Cleveland. Think about that for a second. Analysts who were skeptical all offseason are now openly crediting the coaching staff and Shedeur himself for the jump in his game. That's not spin. That's a shift happening in real time. Now pay attention to this. Shedeur still has one more chance to make his case when the Browns and Bills meet again this weekend in the preseason. And if he goes out there and delivers again, the pressure on the Cleveland front office is only going to get heavier. Because here's the truth nobody wants to say directly. Deshaun Watson only has so many opportunities left to prove he's still the guy. Every turnover chips away at that leash, and every clean, composed, productive rep from Shedeur Sanders makes the decision harder to avoid. Whether you love Shedeur Sanders or you're still doubting him, one thing is getting harder and harder to deny. Every single time they try to write him off, he answers it on the field. Not with words, not with excuses, with touchdowns, with composure, with growth you can actually see from one year to the next. And in a league that chews up quarterbacks and buries them in narratives, that kind of quiet, relentless improvement, that might be the most dangerous thing of all. If you're riding with Shedeur this season, drop it in the comments. Hit that like button. It helps this video reach more Browns fans and more NFL fans who need to see this. Subscribe and turn on notifications because this quarterback battle is far from over and you don't want to miss what happens next. Until next time, peace.